This week, a demo version of Sony's inFamous landed on our desk, and we wasted no time whacking it in our PlayStation 3 and giving it a good going over. Is it going to be worth checking out once it launches at the end of May? Let's dip in and find out more. inFamous is set in a post-apocalyptic city, devastated from a weapon that you, a bite messenger called Cole, delivered. The city is now quarantined, filled with survivors who have either formed gangs to scavenge what little resources remain, or civilians starving on the streets. Thankfully, the explosion also endowed you with electricity-based superpowers, allowing you to electrocute people, send out shockwaves, and survive giant falls. The first thing you'll notice about Cole is how well he moves through the world. The game boasts what could be described as an adaptive animation system, meaning that wherever you jump and move, the game will automatically manipulate Cole accordingly. It's quite brilliant to see in motion. You just push the direction you want to go, press jump, and the game does the rest. That said, there is a possibility that some gamers may find it all just a little bit too easy. Our demo included 4 levels of the game, and the first, named Food Drop, introduces you to Cole's basic powers. You can electrocute enemies and objects using L1 to target and R1 to fire, and you can also send out shockwaves by holding L1 and pressing X. Also, if you fall from a great height, hold square to land with an electric shock attack. Using electricity-based powers quickly drains you though, so you have to find recharge points and hold L2 to drain them of their juice. There'll also be boss encounters in inFamous, as was demonstrated by the second mission that we played. Some deranged woman wants to take Cole out on a date, but instead of a candlelit dinner at a fancy restaurant, her idea of romance is violence in a dingy, flooded dungeon. inFamous incorporates God of War style QuickTime events during the fight, where you have to pull off parts of her suit by tapping the X button and moving the joystick in the direction indicated on screen. This third mission is some way into the game, where Cole has turned to the dark side with many abilities to fit. He can now do evil finishing moves on downed enemies, sucking the life out of them in exchange for a boost of electricity. And he can now throw huge bolts and even grenades made out of energy. He can also slide along electricity cables to move quickly from building to building, all while replenishing his energy supply along the way. The final mission in our demo was a prison break, where you had to free your friend Zeke out of the dock. By this point in the game, the onslaught of huge enemies was becoming so great that you needed to stand on huge electric plates just to recharge and stay alive. You also have to scale the huge prison itself, and facing off against the monumental enemies did become increasingly difficult.
The Reapers. Before the blast, they were just a bunch of junkies dealing drugs. Now, they own the Neon District.
The final point to note about inFamous is how well it's presented, with some beautifully realised animation telling the story along the way. The game is coming together really well for its late May release, so if you want to find out more, check out GameSpot's in-depth preview coverage, and come back in a couple of weeks' time for our full verdict.
Well, there's more on the way!